To direct a pop video for one of their songs, and we were having breakfast to talk about how it should look and how the band should come across. As usual, April had some very strong opinions, but today the twins were in no mood to be managed.
Yeah, but we want a song that we've already recorded.
But what else could we have in that? I mean, you kind of, do we want to make it be like a story, or do we want it to just be like images and stuff like that while the music's playing in the background, or where, you know, we cut away to like you guys playing your guitar or whatever? The problem with doing your daddy is that, you know, we really should have like pictures of like a little girl with her daddy, and how are we going to do that?
I know, but nobody takes their songs literally like in their videos.
Well, some videos do take things literally, and you can actually, you know, I mean, there's certain concepts.
That's not what I want to do.
Yeah, let's look at this. I'm not sit here and argue. Just cut this. Just cut this.
I'm just so great. If you're going to be some drunk,
end up being on film.
we're not having an argument. What are you doing? Leave me alone. I just said I don't want to take the songs literally and like have it be like that. You know?
Suddenly I had a unique opportunity to talk to the twins without April watching on.
There she goes. I don't care.
So what is the best image? What would you say Prussian Blue's image is?
And I think a lot of people think we're a bunch of psychos. True.
So you think you're winding it down, the band?
Yeah, we just kind of want to take a break for a little while. We're not always going to be doing this for the rest of our lives. And, you know, I always play my guitar and I always write songs. I just, you know, we're not going to be doing this for our whole lives. We're not going to, we have other dreams and other goals other than this. Is she still out there, or did she leave? She left?
When I picked up my receiver.
The white power pop stars and their manager were having creative differences.
Can you come inside? Your stuff is getting cold. They're paying for it and it's rude. Mom, can you come inside? Do we have to do a video? Like, filming a whole another video is a lot of work. I don't have any ideas.
It must have looked like an everyday mother-daughter row to everyone else in the cafe. But they were outside urgently debating something for almost an hour. The image April wanted to project of a wholesome, happy Aryan family was slowly falling apart.
It's like the epitome of the worst time ever to film. I really wish that we didn't do this ever. Good.
The girls were obviously uncomfortable being used to popularize April's extreme beliefs. The question was, what were they going to do about it? This is one of the twins' new songs. Like most of their recent material, it doesn't push their mother's racist agenda. I was beginning to suspect that the twins weren't the angry Nazis their public image had led me to believe, but rather a mouthpiece for their mum's own extreme political views, perhaps an increasingly reluctant one. April, on the other hand, seemed to me to be quite a troubled woman. Bill told me about an incident which seems to explain a lot. As a girl, she told him she was attacked and almost raped by a black man. That guy that attacked her, do you think that really changed her life?
Yeah, I think it did. I think it really psychologically did her up. A lot of hate in there, I think.
What was she like before?
She was all happy and was going to do rodeo stuff and be a rodeo female commentator, you know, and all that stuff. And then he came along and, you know.
I wasn't sure whether to ask April about the assault, but it turned out she was happy to talk about it.
When I first saw this black guy walking the opposite direction, and he had a little kid's bike with him, my immediate reaction was, oh, he stole it. And then I was overcome with this huge sense of guilt, and I was thinking, you know, April, you really should be much more enlightened than that. And just a couple seconds later, he ended up attacking me and throwing me down, and I believe that if I hadn't bit him and got away, hurt him, that he would have raped me. You know, I was real angry about it for a while and scared, and I'm not anymore because, now I realize that, kind of why that happened. Kind of like, why a rattlesnake would bite you if it was in a certain situation.
I asked April if I could meet some of the twins' friends, and she said no. But there was one lot that April was happy for me to meet. This lot.
For me, Hitler was a genius. He may have done all kinds of crazy shit. I don't know, I wasn't there, but the guy was a genius.
So why had Stormtroop 16 got the nod from April when schoolgirls in Bakersfield hadn't?
Prussian Blue has opened up a whole new area of music ever since they were little girls. So of course, yeah, they are the future. Nothing they do is wrong, nothing they do is negative, and we support them 100%. We'll bleed for them, and we'll die for them.
It seemed to me that, like their pen pal David Lane, the band boosted the girls' white pride credentials. I was more and more disturbed by April's behaviour and went to talk to the one person I knew was equally troubled, the twins' grandmother, Diane.
It wouldn't occur to them to do it, other than, that's why I say their mother keeps this shit going and keeps it going, In fact, we have a plan to, they're in high school for 4 years, but then they'll be, of age, and plus they will have a car, and they, I'm going up the coast looking for a house.
Diane impressed upon me that this escape plan was explosive information that might have serious consequences. But after 40-odd years of feeling bullied into silence, she wanted the truth to be told.
You ever hear of my body being found? Check it out, will you? Because I was pretty past him killing me.
These people are really nice in here, okay?
They better be.
At the end of the week, April and the twins had agreed to try out some of their new material at a bar. No one there had any idea about their racist beliefs. But then April started preaching and passing out copies of the girls' CDs.